hang out today, and we just released me and the girls at Team Betty Rocker, we just released a brand new post about healthy greens and how vitally important they are to our body and to getting those awesome lean body shredded results, and also just to your overall health. They have such an enormous ability to help support us and just really make us feel our absolute best. So I'm gonna make one of my favorite green smoothie recipes for you guys today in this live video. And we also have a super fun giveaway. Our friends at NutriBullet and I are going to be sending 2 lucky winners a brand new NutriBullet Pro. So if you've wanted one of these and you want to see it in action today, you will be able to participate in the live chat on this call and potentially win one of these NutriBullet Pros. I've got 2 of them to give away, and we're gonna get them shipped to you straight from the source, straight from NutriBullet themselves. So how to win, simply, I'm going to be asking you to answer a series of questions during the live broadcast while I'm making the smoothie. And what I'm looking for is for your participation, because I will be walking up to my phone and pointing to 2 people at random and selecting you as a winner of the NutriBullet Pro. Now, if you don't win one of the NutriBullet Pros, I actually have done something really special. NutriBullet is so awesome. If you go to thebettyrocker.com/NutriBullet, you can get $15 off a NutriBullet and free shipping. So they're giving us a really nice hookup. So you'll just use my special link and you will get the discount. It gets applied at checkout once you put it in your cart. So that's pretty cool. So if you happen to be watching this broadcast after it's been live, or you just aren't one of the lucky winners, you can still get a great deal on a NutriBullet if you don't have one. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about why making a green smoothie is such a freaking awesome thing to do. Basically, as you can see here from my countertop, I've got a bunch of different nutrients, and the Green Smoothie 101 post that we just released is really part of my Nutrition 101 series. I did a post about protein, healthy protein, how much you need, because so many of us just do not get enough protein into our bodies on a daily basis. Protein is in so many different foods. So knowing that you need protein and knowing to include it regularly throughout your day is a really great way to support your body, to support your metabolism, and to just be really healthy and strong. Number 2, I released the Carbohydrates 101 post. So how to make friends with carbs. If you've been chronically low carb for a long time, or just like thinking that you need to not eat carbs, this is a great post to read. It's also a great post to read if you've been packing on the pounds and you've been kind of wondering why you can't get shredded and you're either eating the wrong carbs or eating them at the wrong times. That post, I just break down everything. And I know I have Coach Chelsea here and Coach Alyssa helping me out answering questions, so feel free to ask any questions that you have during the broadcast. The girls are going to be adding links to the Facebook Live broadcast. What's up, YouTube? I'm here with YouTube Live. I'm here with my Facebook Live peeps, and of course, I love you, Instagram. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you all for being here. What you're going to see in the Facebook Live chat, we have the ability to interact with you a little more easily, so we're going to be posting the live links to any of those posts. But if you're just on Instagram or on YouTube, you can go to thebettyrocker.com and go to my Nutrition 101 series, and all of these posts are right there at your fingertips. It's really my mission and my goal to give you guys as much education as possible so that you can reach your own goals easily. And all of that information is free. It's on my blog, along with countless recipes that you can incorporate into your life. So we've got protein, we've got carbs. We just did healthy fats about 2 weeks ago. Now that one's really important because so many of us, in addition to being carb depleted, are also fat depleted. We're not eating enough healthy fat. And if we're eating healthy fat, we may not be eating the right amounts of it in combination with the other nutrients. So in this nutrition series, it was my goal to help you really have a handle on each of the different nutrients, and you'll see each of them represented in the smoothie, because the point of today's smoothie making is to show you how fast and how easy it is to be able to make a quick smoothie on the go. And I love a NutriBullet because you can take this with you. This is a great unit. I actually have taken it with me in my suitcase before. It's such a fantastic on-the-go machine, and we're going to be including all of the different nutrients I talked about. So the macronutrients, which are the protein, carbs, and fat, fat, and also the micronutrients, which we get from greens and are just so vital and essential for making everything work properly. So we want to make sure that we eat a variety of greens. We want to make sure that we're getting lots of good greens in our bodies. Thank you guys so much for all of your awesome comments. I love it. I'd really like for you guys to let me know right now, first opportunity to comment, everybody, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I want to hear where are you watching from? Where are you tuning in from today? I want everybody to let me know in the comments where you're watching from today. And I know that the girls, the team coaches, are sharing the links to those posts and articles to help you really get a handle on any of the nutrients that you may be, wondering about, or wondering, why do I get those sugar cravings? Why do I get those constant like hunger pangs, or like, why can I not control my eating late at night? It's really, really helpful to just have more knowledge. Knowledge for me is powerful. It helps me make the best decisions for myself that I can in the moment and in the situation that I'm in. When you're like out eating at a restaurant and you're just like, shoot, what do I order on this crazy menu? I like to do menu surfing to help me find the nutrients, the best version of the nutrients available on that menu for my body. And when you sort of know what the nutrients are that you need, it's very easy to menu surf. So super helpful. Just wanted to say. So what we're gonna do is, like you guys all telling me where you're from, which is so awesome. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna look at my phone right now so I can see where you guys are all tuning in from. Thanks for all of the comments on this morning's post, by the way, on the Greens 101 post, and please do utilize that resource anytime, any of the resources on the blog. I've built an entire team of Betty Rocker coaches who are here to support you. We love answering your questions. I answer questions on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube every single day, and I just want to connect with you. My team coaches are there to support you. We are here for you. We want to answer your questions. We want to help you on your healthy journey, and this is the whole reason I started this blog and this brand. So I'm so excited to see you guys. I'm loving all of the comments and all of the questions. And oh, Thornton, Colorado in the house. What's up, Tina? Good to see you. Debbie from Brockport, New York. We got Karen here from Peoria, Arizona. Anna Gonzalez is in Puerto Rico on vacation. That sounds pretty darn good, Anna. Right on. But she's from California, which is of course where I am. Tiffany Guthrie's checking in from Wisconsin. Who else is here? Elizabeth McGuire from Florida. What's up, girl? Phyllis Hill didn't tell me where she's from in this comment, but she does love green smoothies. So right on, girl. I'm glad you're here. I got Douglasville, PA, Lindsay Gotthealth in the house. So good to see you guys. So many. Oh my gosh, what's up, Shepperton, Australia? Sherelle, nice to see you here. You guys are so awesome. Melinda Munson just noticed my shirt. I'll leave it up. That's open to interpretation. And okay, let's talk about this awesome smoothie now. And now that you guys have all told me where you're checking in from, where you're watching from, I'd like to know who has a blender, who's making smoothies right now, and I'd like to know what kind of blenders you have. I want you to know that I'm an equal opportunity blender user. All blenders can make great smoothies, and there's sort of some simple steps that you can take to make your smoothies really work. So here's the number. I'm gonna have you post a number in the group thread depending on what kind of blender you have, okay? So if you have one of the more high-speed blenders like a Vitamix or a Blendtec, I want you to type a 1 in the chat, okay? If you have a Ninja or another really good quality kitchen blender that it's not like, like hyperdrive motor or just a good kitchen blender, I want you to put a 2, okay? That's the 2s. For those of you who have a NutriBullet machine, I want you to put a 3. And if you don't have a blender, just put a big old 0, okay? That's what I want to see. So just tell me, Vitamix or Blendtec is 1, super high powered like machine, very high end. If you have a Ninja, amazing machine. Other types of kitchen blenders like an Oster blender, I know all the different brands, that's a 2. If you have a NutriBullet, that's a 3. If you don't have a blender at all, that's a 0. So easy peasy. I want to see all the comments. Oh, I'm seeing lots of 1s. I'm seeing a 3. Somebody's got a NutriBullet. That looks like Jennifer's got a 2. Oh, yep, you guys are telling me all your blenders. That's very helpful. Thank you so much for sharing. And one of the cool things is about the blenders, it doesn't matter how fancy your blender is. You can make a great green smoothie with any kind of blender. You want to first start with your liquid and your greens. You want to blend those two things first and then add in your other things like fruit, other ingredients, and then your smoothie will blend really, really well. Now you'll get the creamiest texture the higher powered your machine is, but you can still make a great smoothie on a budget regardless of how fancy your blender is. So I just wanted to kind of just mention that because that's really important, and I want to see those 1, 2, 3s, and 0s coming in. Let me know what kind of blender you have. I'm going to be scrolling up through the feed to find out who the winner is coming up shortly. So be sure that you are participating. That's how you win one of the 2 NutriBullet Pros that we're giving away today. So let's start out with this smoothie by doing exactly what I just said. We're going to start out with our base. Now, one of the great things about a smoothie is it's an opportunity to include a lot of the different nutrients we were talking about at the beginning from the Nutrition 101 series. So we can include protein, healthy fat, complex or simple carbs. We can include greens, of course. And what I'm going to start out with today is a little bit of almond milk. Now, it's open to interpretation. You can be creative. You do not have to use almond milk. You can use any kind of milk that you want. You can even use water. You can use coconut water. It's fun to come up with creative smoothie ideas, and I've got a whole section on the blog that goes over different smoothie recipes that you can get, and dozens of great smoothie recipes inside of all of my signature Betty Rocker meal plans, which you get to have a green smoothie almost every day if you want to with my meal plans. So we'll start out. I'm going to put about a cup to a cup and a half because I'm making a smoothie for myself. This is my afternoon smoothie. I'm getting ready to teach my live home workout class to the Rock Your Life members, which is starting at 5 p.m. And if you're a Rock Your Life member, what's up, rock stars? I cannot wait for class. We've got an amazing pyramid workout coming up. So that's in about 2 hours from now. So I'm going to have a green smoothie a little bit before my workout so that I have a good base. So it's like 2 hours from now. So I'm going to do about a cup and a half. I'm just going to eyeball it of my almond milk, and I'm just going to set this aside. Now, I really like this. Now, with your almond milks, guys, this is just a great opportunity to check in about almond milk. Make sure that the almond milk you're buying doesn't have added sugar. I buy a plain unsweetened almond milk because there's no added sugars. This is also a very, very simple almond milk. All that's in it is organic almond milk, which has got organic almonds, organic acacia gum, which is a very good binder. It's better than carrageenan. Carrageenan, there's some controversy, as my buddy Jimmy Fallon would say, about carrageenan. So just watch out for carrageenan in your almond milk. Try to get an organic, non-sweetened, non-flavored almond milk. If you're using it as a base, it's just gonna not add excess sugar to your body. So, and whatever kind of milk you're using, just watch out for the ingredients because this is a food that we're buying, a processed food. So next, we're gonna add in our greens. So I've got some fresh organic baby spinach here. I'm just gonna pack it in to my blender, and this is really how I recommend that you, and I love the NutriBullet because it's just, it's gonna make me like a cup of my smoothie. We're gonna screw this awesome little base in and pop it in and blend it, but we can basically put all of our ingredients in at the same time before we blend it. So since I am here talking about a green smoothie recipe that I'm making, my next question that I want you guys to post in the comments down below, tell me your favorite green smoothie recipes. I would love to know. I'd love for you to share them with our Betty Rocker tribe because you guys all are so knowledgeable and you have so many great ideas, and I'd love to get some ideas from you. So if you wouldn't mind sharing your favorite green smoothie recipe, I'd love to learn. I'd love to hear them. So just go ahead and type them in as you're watching and as you're following along, and let me know what your favorite green smoothie recipes are. So let's hear them. Post them. Post them. The next thing I'm going to add into this smoothie actually is another green. One of the additions that we're going to have to our smoothie today is collagen protein. And collagen protein, I think you guys have probably heard me talk about it in Instagram stories lately, or you may have seen me post about it on my blog. I've got a great article, my top 5 recommended protein powders. This is at the top of the list. Collagen is just so essential for building our healthy skin, supporting our tissue, our body's tissues, and there are plenty of other good types of protein powders. This is just one that I love, and I have it in the heavy rotation. The reason I'm talking about it with this bowl of beautiful chopped parsley is because parsley is very rich in vitamin C. It's one of those greens that's very high in vitamin C. And one of the things that you want to be aware of if you're using collagen protein as one of your like staples, a supplement in your kitchen, you want to make sure that you're also adding in a vitamin C supplement because your body utilizes vitamin C to make collagen in your body. Collagen is our tissue, it's what all of our body tissue is made from. If you notice beauty products, a lot of skincare products have collagen in them, or they're collagen fibers. We want to make sure that if you're using collagen, make sure you're eating vitamin C. So I take a vitamin C supplement every day. It's a liposomal vitamin C that actually gets straight into my bloodstream, and it's really absorbable. But I also focus on including foods that are high in vitamin C. These strawberries have a good amount of vitamin C, and so does this awesome parsley. So I just wanted to share, and I'm just going to go ahead and put in my parsley. I've got about this looks like about a quarter cup. I can grip it with my fingers loosely packed. So we've got about, a cup of spinach, baby spinach. We had about a quarter cup of parsley, and again, totally open to interpretation. You can leave out the parsley. You could use romaine. You could use Swiss chard. You could use any kind of baby kale is a great one. Regular mature kale, just be careful to take the stalks, the stemmy bits off before you blend them, especially if you aren't using like an industrial machine like a Blendtec or Vitamix. Just be careful, and always, always, always remember to rotate through your greens. You don't want to eat the same green every single day. Try to get at least 2 greens every week. Maybe just mix up the 2 that you get, or get a spring mix of dark leafy greens so that you can make sure that you have lots of variety in your system. Okay, so we've got our greens. We talked about greens. Greens are a wonderful fiber source. They're wonderful for our digestive health, and of course, lots of immune support, and we've got vitamin C in this parsley. Now I'm gonna add in some simple carbs to my smoothie. Complex carbs would be more like soaked, sprouted, or fermented grains, starchy vegetables, your sweet potatoes, your overnight oatmeal, those types of things. I'm gonna do a simple carb. I haven't had fruit today yet, so I'm gonna have some, oh wait, that's not true. I had fruit this morning on my overnight oatmeal. So this is my second fruit, so I'm just gonna be pretty light on my fruit. I've got 5 strawberries, and I'm gonna do half of this banana. So I've got my little banana. I'm just gonna grab a knife and hack off about half of this, and I'll save the rest for tomorrow. I'm gonna cut it in half actually so that it's partially wrapped in its jacket. I always buy organic bananas. Have you guys ever heard that study where they gave monkeys the option to eat an organic and a non-organic banana, and they always picked the organic banana? No surprise there. Oh my gosh, with everything that we're learning about all of the environmental things, like all the Roundup that gets sprayed on our food crops that aren't organic, and all the junk that's in food, it's not surprising. We want to make sure that we try to have as much food that's whole and not sprayed with a bunch of chemical junk. So anyway, I've got a half a banana, 5 strawberries, nice even base of fruit here. So we've got berries and a tropical fruit. Tropical fruits are higher on the glycemic index, in case you didn't know, and what that means is just that they're higher in sugar. So I like to use like an apple and a tropical fruit if I'm going to be doing a tropical fruit. I wouldn't go, I mean, you can just be mindful of your overall sugar intake for the day. So if you're going to go pineapple mango or banana mango, like 2 tropical fruits, just be mindful of not overeating more sugar or fructose the rest of the day. Just be very aware of your sugar intake overall for the day. I think it's time for another question that I want you guys to answer. So speaking of sugar, one of the things a lot of us happens is we all get really addicted to sugar really, really easily, and what happens is we feel good after we initially have that sugar, and then we crash. So a couple things you can do to mitigate the crash and mitigate that is to be sure you're eating other nutrients along with your sugar. So this is a natural fruit sugar, which is good in moderation. I'm including it, I'm gonna add some other things in there that help my body digest it more slowly, which is great so that my sugar spike doesn't go up. What'll happen when you eat too much sugar is your energy spikes, and then you crash, and that's when we feel like we need to eat more sugar to keep us going, and a lot of the times that ends up padding our system with excess fat. When you take in more calories or more nutrients than your body can actively use for energy, it stores it as fat. So we want to be careful of that, and we also don't want to get on that energetic roller coaster throughout the day, and you can avoid that by eating more whole foods, more fiber-dense foods, more greens, and that's exactly what I pay attention to a lot. That's really saved me and helped my energy. So what my question is to you, on a 1 to 10 scale, on the energy spectrum, imagine that the energy spectrum was a 1 to 10 scale, and I think about this a lot. I'd love to hear if 1 is the lowest energy that you could have, and 10 is the highest energy you can have, and 5 is like where you feel really good, like your norm. So 1 would be your energy is just really, really like dropping. A 4, your 5 is your middle ground. 6, 7, 8 is like hyper alert, hyper focused, and then you're like manic almost at the time you're at a 10. So 5 would be your sweet spot where your energy is just even keel all day. 4, 3, 2, 1, your energy's sagging, dropping. Let me know on that spectrum where you fall. And maybe you're at 6. Sometimes I'm in the zone when I'm like really focused and my energy's really good and really high and I'm just feeling really amazing. That's like a 6 for me. But if I get to a 7 or an 8, I'm just kind of like feeling crazy or manic or like out of control, super anxious. That's where those things fall. And I actually created this little spectrum, this energetic spectrum with my EMDR therapist, who's an amazing woman, and we were just talking about my energy, and I'd really love to know where all of you guys fall on your energy spectrum throughout the day. And what I've been noticing, because I've been tracking this myself for the last 4 weeks or so, where my energy was each day. Some days I would have a couple numbers, so I'd be a 3 in the morning and a 5 in the afternoon, and that was really helpful for me for seeing like where was I at and how could I maintain more consistency with my energy. So eating and nutrition is such an important way to maintain that consistency with your energy. So we've got our base, our liquid base, we've got our greens, we've got our simple carbs, and next we're gonna add some protein, all right? So I've got a little bit of collagen powder here, and this is Bulletproof Collagen. If you guys know who Dave Asprey is, he's got a fabulous podcast and makes really amazing products. Now, I don't do the Bulletproof coffee like the way with the butter or any of that stuff. I personally love the Bulletproof beans because they're some of the highest quality, cleanest coffee beans that there are. So I use the Bulletproof coffee beans, but I don't make the crazy coffee thing. And I think it's awesome if you do. That's great. Let me know about that. But I really like his products. I personally know Dave. He's an awesome human. He's completely dedicated to serving his people, and highly recommend it. So I'm gonna do 2 scoops of the collagen protein, which is 1 serving. It'll give you 22 grams of protein. And hey, you don't have to use 2 scoops. If you were just like wanting to use a little less, you could do 1 scoop, or you could leave out the protein powder altogether. Totally your choice. This smoothie is open to interpretation, and you could use a different kind of protein powder as well. Also, you've got the option, of course, to go with a different kind of protein powder. And I've got a great article on my top 5 protein powders that I use and have personally vetted myself on the blog, which the girls will drop in a link for you. I've got a couple other things that I sometimes put in my smoothies. This is Organifi Red juice, which is a new product from Organifi. If you're on the go, they have a greens powder that makes a great green juice. Sometimes if I'm low on greens in my house, I'll put a scoop of the Organifi green into my smoothie to help me, and I also take it with me when I'm traveling. This is their new red juice powder, which is really fantastic. It's got a lot of beetroot and reishi mushrooms, which are wonderful. So lots of good stuff in here. I just got this out because these are great things that you can add into your smoothie. And let's add a little spoonful of the Organifi Red. I think some beets would be great for me today. Yum. So good for your recovery, beets. They're a really awesome superfood. So again, totally optional. I've just got all these fun things in my kitchen. I want to show you some options that we can play with today. Totally up to you. So I've also got some chocolate powder. And hey, if you guys see me typing in the chat, I think that's one of the team members. It looks like somebody signed in as me, as the Betty Rocker. So don't worry about that. I'm everywhere apparently. I'm gonna add in a little bit of dark chocolate powder, which is this also from Bulletproof. You could get any kind of dark chocolate powder. I just really like the antioxidants. So these are like boosters that you can add into your smoothie if you want to. So I'm just gonna add just a spoonful of that to have a little extra. And I'm also going to add a little glutamine powder. Glutamine is great for muscle recovery and helps your metabolism. And this is something that I'm taking on purpose because my naturopath told me to. So I'm adding this in because this is my smoothie. Food is medicine. You don't want to just go out and like start using glutamine powder just because you think that you should. Go ahead and do a little research, maybe talk to your doctor or your naturopath. This is just something that's really good for me, and I just wanted to share it with you guys since I'm making a smoothie for myself. Last but not least, I want to add in a little bit of healthy fat. So I'm going to use a little bit of walnut butter, and I love walnut butter. I'm just adding about like a small teaspoon because having a little bit of healthy fat a couple of hours before I do my workout, it really helps me have energy the whole way through, and highly recommended. You could use any kind of nut butter you like, or you could, of course, leave it out entirely. So walnut butter, almond butter, peanut butter, cashew butter, these are all things that I love, and I also do rotate through my nuts as well to get all the different types of delicious and wonderful nutrients from them. So we've got an amazing superfood smoothie here in which I showed you lots of great options for things that you could put in there. I'm going to go ahead and screw the lid on of my NutriBullet now. Just get it on nice and tight. And Coach Chelsea is over here at my house today, and she was just laughing about the NutriBullet because she really doesn't like the sound because it's like high powered. I hope that her ears don't burst. It's really not that bad to me, but I think it's personal preference. So we've got everything in our cup. I'm gonna flip it over. Look at that, just perfect how it like goes down on itself. And we may need to like add a little more liquid, but I don't think I will. Don't even need to hold on to it. All right, I'm gonna check your comments. I texted you. I just texted you. Okay, guys. Don't have to do this for very long. And we have our smoothie. Look at what this NutriBullet is, just so fantastic. I think it blended everything perfectly. Let's take a quick peek in there and check it out, see how strong I am. Open it up. Oh yeah, it smells amazing. Do you guys want a close-up? I'm gonna walk over here and show you. It looks really good. I'm gonna pour it into the cup here in a sec, but NutriBullet Pro, so awesome. Love this blender. It's so portable, it's so easy to clean. All I have is this little base and this little cup. I'm gonna go ahead and pour it right in. There we go. Oh my gosh, made the perfect 1 cup serving. And I'm gonna taste this. And I'm gonna look at your guys' comments now. And okay, for any of you who are asking for the ingredients who joined a little bit late, I will absolutely repost the recipe in the comments, but just to run you through really quick one more time, 1.5 cups of our almond milk, that's our base. We did about 1.5 cups of fresh baby spinach. I used 5 strawberries, a half a banana, about a teaspoon of walnut butter, serving of collagen protein powder. These are optional add-ons, of course. I used a teaspoon of dark chocolate powder, and I also used a little bit of glutamine powder, which is something my naturopath has recommended I add into my smoothies every day. And I also used a little bit of Organifi Red. I love these guys, and I know that Coach Chelsea and Coach Alyssa will post in the chat for you how to get a hold of some of this stuff, because we love these guys. We love Drew Canoli and his whole team. They're just fantastic people, and we're big fans of them. So I'm pretty excited to give away a couple of NutriBullets. Thank you guys so much for posting in the chat what your energy levels are. I really want to read through that. One of the last things I want to ask you though is I'd like for everyone right now, let me have a taste of this. Oh my gosh. Cheers to your health, rock stars. It's awesome to be here hanging out with you, and this is a delicious smoothie. Just perfect, perfectly balanced. I can taste a little bit of the Organifi Red, I can taste a little bit of the walnut butter, I can taste a little bit of the chocolate powder. It's really delicious, it's naturally sweet. I absolutely love it, full of all the nutritional benefits that we want in our body. Let me go ahead and rinse out my NutriBullet over here in my sink. And while I'm doing that, I want all of you guys to post in the chat. I want you to tell me what you ate today. I want you to write down, I want you to think about what did you eat today, and I want you to post it. And while you're posting it, if you can figure out what the main nutrients were in each of the things that you ate, just tag them with a P for protein, C for carbs, G for greens, and F for fat. And just go ahead and post what you ate today in the chat so that I can see and learn about what you're eating. I'm just gonna get a little paper towel back here in the kitchen. All right, rock stars. Okay, so I'm actually gonna come on now, and looks like I kicked off whoever accidentally signed in as me, and I'm gonna talk to you. This is actually me. Hi, saying hi. And Joy Myers asked a great question. So that green smoothie would be a meal replacement, right? Now, Joy, that's an excellent question. This smoothie is a light meal replacement, and I wouldn't really consider it a meal replacement because it really has all of the nutrients in it that a normal meal would. It's just a very light meal. If you imagined all of our ingredients that we just put in the smoothie on a plate as if it were a salad, that wouldn't really fill you up for hours and hours, would it? It would just fill you up for a couple of hours, which is exactly why I'm having it a couple hours before I teach my live workout class to the Rock Your Life members. So, and by the way, that is an online live streaming workout program where I get to coach you. The Team Betty Rocker coaches are there for you. We have a private support community on Facebook. It's massive, it's amazing. You can do workouts on demand from home, from traveling, you can take it with you anywhere. It's an amazing program, rock your life. And I'm gonna teach our live class this week in a couple of hours. So that's why I was making this particular smoothie. So thank you so much for that great question. I hope that answered. Let me ask another, let me see if I have a couple of other, ooh, look at all these. Yeah, Adrienne DeGrant, you said that you started eating cleaner recently, and this would be a great addition. So I'm gonna pick I'm gonna pick my first winner right now because you guys, and I'm gonna bring my phone over here, and this is gonna be super fun. So I'm gonna step back a little bit away. Ah. Okay, here we go. I've got the phone, and you guys, your comments are just coming in so fast, so great. Where's my smoothie? Getting ready. We're gonna give away the first NutriBullet Pro. Now, whoever I choose, it's okay. It doesn't matter. You can live anywhere in the world. It's totally, anybody can win. So keep commenting, and I'm gonna select a winner on my phone. I'm gonna touch my phone, and the person I pick, we're gonna reach out to you. I'm gonna say it out loud, and then we're gonna reach out to you and send you a free NutriBullet Pro. So here we go. I'm scrolling, and boom. Fiona Kirk, you are the first winner of the NutriBullet Pro. Chelsea, let's make sure we write down her name and so we can reach out to her after the broadcast. Fiona, feel free to message us through our through Facebook Messenger and let us know that I said your name live on the broadcast. We've got you here. We just want your mailing address so we can get you hooked up with a NutriBullet Pro. So exciting! Woo! Everybody give some love to Fiona. Fiona Kirk, who just won the first NutriBullet Pro. Just give it some hearts, give it some love. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. Okay, I wanna just go through some of your questions, and I'm gonna pick the second winner. So exciting, you guys are just doing great. Look at all these amazing breakfasts, oh my gosh. Oh, I love that you're labeling your C's and your P's and your F's and your G's. This is what we do in all of my meal plans, actually. We label the nutrients for you so that you can start to build a healthy plate and start to really balance your eating, because it can be useful, very useful to track your macros and track your calories, but it can also be a little tedious and a little bit limiting when you're trying to constantly track them all the time. But once you've done it a little bit, it can be really nice to sort of shift to just looking at the nutrients, because when you're basing your eating around whole foods, you're gonna be able to find a lot more balance, a lot more energy, and you'll be able to really support your fitness goals. So how many people here have done my 30-day challenge, my free 30-day home workout challenge, which is absolutely fantastic? Go ahead and just let me know if you have. Oh, and I see Kendall Courtney, it sounds like you had a tough eating day. And you know, a lot of us, this is totally understandable. I completely understand. Some days aren't ideal, right? But we just want to, that's why it's so helpful to know what the baseline is. What are the nutrients that you want in your body, so that when you have a tough eating day, you can kind of mitigate the stress of that on yourself by coming home and making a green smoothie, or by choosing the next day, start pushing reset and just choosing better things for yourself, because your body can handle it. Your body is adaptable. And I was just I was just interviewed this morning on this great podcast, and my friend Adam was asking me about, you know, what do you do about eating healthy when you're traveling? And I was just like, oh my gosh, you know, you really just want to make sure that you have the baseline of the nutrients down, and not sweat the small stuff, because our body is such a factory of all these amazing cells that are all dedicated to the purpose of you and your health. And so you can work your factory workers overtime every day and put all this stuff into them that they have a hard time processing, and they will take a break. They'll need to take a break, which is when we get sick, when we gain weight, all these things that happen. But when you can kind of have a good baseline of what the healthiest things to do are that for yourself, you know what the nutrients are, the nutrients that your body needs. That's what our Nutrition 101 series was really about, helping you establish your baseline. You can then make the best choice that you can for the situation. Give your factory workers, all of your cells in your body, your vessel of awesomeness, the best quality food that you can find and have access to, and that is what will keep you healthy and fit. And that way it's okay if you have like a couple of days a week where things didn't go as planned. Don't beat yourself up about that. It's absolutely fine. Your factory workers are strong. They can do a couple of days overtime. Just don't make them do overtime every day. Don't beat yourself up when you're sad by eating crappy food. Remember that your body is constantly striving to support you and nourish you and work for you. So give it what it needs to do all of its jobs and tasks, and that will really help you and support you. I'm so proud of you guys. All of your comments are so amazing. Adrian DeGrant asked, do you post a list of smoothies you make and your faves anywhere? That would be on thebettyrocker.com, on my amazing blog, which I'd love for you guys to all check out. There's so many recipes, green smoothie recipes, healthy dessert recipes for when you are craving sugar or you want something sweet but you want it to be a healthier dessert. We've got tons of entree recipes over there, snack recipes, recipes for all occasions, and so many amazing home workouts where I'll work out with you on the blog. So go to thebettyrocker.com and you can find all of my recipes, all my smoothie recipes, all laid out on the blog by category. And oh my gosh, so many great questions. I love all of your check-ins about what you ate today. That's really great. We've been doing that inside of Rock Your Life. Everybody does their daily check-in and when they can, and a lot of people post and share their daily nutrition, what they're eating, and then myself and the coaches are able to help you customize what you've been eating and help guide you. Just yesterday I was talking to a member and she was just not eating. She was finding that her energy was crashing and that she was craving sugar at night, and it turns out when I looked at her daily intake, she just needed a little bit more complex, healthy complex carbs in her diet, because she was getting, her foods were all amazing. She was eating good proteins, good greens, good healthy fats, and she was eating a lot of whole foods, but she was still experiencing a little bit of sugar cravings, and I could see very easily that her carbs were a little bit low. And so we're just experimenting with her. And so that's really sort of fun thing about the Rock Your Life community can just get a lot more personalized support and guidance, and definitely be sure to post your food check-ins here so we can look through them and give you any help if you need any help. Oh my gosh, so many great questions. Okay, it's time for me to pick another winner. It's time for another NutriBullet Pro to be given away to someone, and here is our NutriBullet Pro. We have 2 of these to give away. NutriBullet themselves is going to be mailing them to our 2 lucky winners today, and stay tuned, we're gonna do another one of these soon. And if you are not one of our winners, don't worry. I've got a very special deal for you guys. If you go to thebettyrocker.com/NutriBullet, you can get a NutriBullet Pro with $15 off plus free shipping. So that's probably like a $25 to $30 discount on the NutriBullet Pro. It's under $100 already retail, but with the discount and the free shipping, it's a really nice savings. So it's a great machine. You guys saw me use it. My smoothie's delicious. I'm gonna drink some more of it, and then I'm gonna pick another winner. Oh, so amazing. So amazing. I'm gonna have to drink a little bit more of this. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and being here. It's so good to see you. And thank you, Team Betty Rocker coaches, for supporting me. I love you guys. You're the best. Thanks for your help. And what's up, Rock Your Lifers? Are you guys excited for class tonight? Pyramids! We're doing pyramids. I'm so excited. So fun. I've got the workout all set up. We're gonna be working out in my living room. So fun. You can work out anywhere you are tonight. All right. Here we go. I'm scrolling up, and I'm gonna pick at random another name. Oh, Coach Chelsea's looking at me. She's like, I'm so excited. We're so excited. Chelsea, make some noise. Woo! All right. Oh, I got one. It is Danielle Zane Gillespie. Danielle Zane Gillespie, you are the lucky winner, and it's so cool because as I touched your name and looked at your comment, the comment that I picked for you, Danielle, you have your comment is, this is so awesome. This is why I'm so thankful for NutriBullet for being so generous with us. Danielle says, I have a Black & Decker, it stinks, in need of a better one. So Danielle, I'm so happy to find out that you needed this NutriBullet Pro. It's gonna make a big difference to you in your kitchen. And our other lucky winner too, I don't know if she already has a blender. If not, I'm sure if she already has a good blender and the NutriBullet Pro is extra, I'm sure she'll be gifting it to someone who needs it more than she does, because we're all about abundance here, right? So guys, thank you so much for your participation and for being a part of this. And Danielle Zane Gillespie, just go ahead and send us a message via Facebook and let us know that you are the winner, and send us your mailing address so that we can talk to our friends at NutriBullet and they can mail you your free blender. And if we don't hear from you, we'll try to find you on Facebook and reach out to you. So we are so excited. Thank you all for congratulating Danielle. I think that's really awesome. Congratulations to both of our winners. We are so happy to have teamed up with NutriBullet and to be able to bring you guys something special. And in the meantime, Chelsea, how much time do we have before class starts?
I have an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, awesome. I have only talked to you for 40 minutes so far. So I'm going to answer a few questions. If you want to stay on the broadcast a little bit longer and hang out, I will answer a few questions. And I'm going to take a couple questions from my Instagram peeps. What's up, rock stars? Just checking in. Oh, you guys are so nice. Thank you guys so much. You're all like posting some really nice comments to our winners and to each other. I love the Betty Rocker tribe. The Betty Rocker Fit Fam is the most positive, empowering tribe of women online, and I just love you guys so much. Let's see some questions. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like the coupon. I know NutriBullet is so cool that they gave us that. They're such a nice company, and we really, really, really like them. And wow, so many great questions, you guys. Oh, thank you, The Art of Accommodating Leftovers. What a great Instagram handle that is. You said your prep plans have changed my life. I'm so glad you're using the meal plans. They're awesome. If you guys need a meal plan, it's just thebettyrocker.com/meal plans, or if you just go to the blog, you can find them in the program section. What are some other good questions? You guys are all just saying compliments. I don't see any questions. I love you guys. They're all like so nice. Thank you so much. I love you, Instagram. I love you, Facebook. I love you, YouTube. What's up? So, okay, I'm gonna see, I got more questions. I know there's more questions. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Let's see, more questions. What can Tracy Jalon, I'm probably saying your last name totally wrong, but Tracy, I see your question. You asked me, what can I do to recover better from long hikes? I feel hungry and zapped days later. So what I would ask you is, what are you eating before you go on the hike, and what are you taking with you when you go on the hike? I think a hike is a great metaphor for a long day at work, or any workout that you do that's kind of an endurance style workout. On a hike or on a long workout, you want to make sure that you have a good base of complex carbs and healthy fat. Definitely protein, that's a given, but a lot of people will just not eat enough of the other things that are needed. So I would make, if you tried my gluten-free pumpkin protein muffins, those would be an excellent thing to pack with you on a hike. Just do a little prep ahead of time. And if you're looking for some healthy snacks that maybe travel on a hike that you don't want to, excuse me, actually make for yourself, I recommend, there's a few protein bars that I think are great, and they're Betty Rocker approved. The RX brand bar, those are great protein bars. They're just made with whole foods. They tell you exactly what's in them. I also really like the Core Meal Whey. So if you're okay with whey as a protein powder, it's dairy based, of course, but it's usually pretty gentle on our tummies because of the way that it's made. Core Meal Whey makes great protein bars that are really portable. They are perishable though, because they're made with whole foods and you have to refrigerate them, so that's a good one to know about, but it'll keep for a day hike. The other one that I really like is made by, what's the one that, Rise, yeah, R-I-S-E, that's the other one. I have some of those in my fridge. I was like drawing a blank. Rise bars are also great. They're made with like just 2 to 3 really simple ingredients, and they have vegan bars, they have, and they're just really, really, really good, really, really simple. Perfect. So I would say that your recovery from a long hike, if you're not recovering well, that could be something to do with not getting enough of the right nutrition in your system prior to and maybe during your hike. I'm actually just gonna hop up on the counter so I can chat with you guys a little more easily while I'm just hanging out, drinking my smoothie. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful, Tracy. And also, like, make sure that you're drinking enough water, because water, you know, it's easy to get dehydrated on a hike, an endurance activity like that, and sometimes it's tough to bring enough water with you. So make sure that you're not dehydrated. Not drinking enough water is often a culprit that a lot of us have in thinking that we're hungry when we're not. We're actually dehydrated. So make sure that you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day. Really, really important. Liz Contreras, you asked how do we get the coupon. In case you didn't hear me say how to get a NutriBullet with a discount, just go to thebettyrocker.com/NutriBullet, and you'll be able to, once you put the NutriBullet in your cart, the discount will be applied automatically at checkout. You'll see it in your shopping cart. It'll be $15 automatically taken off of your order when you use my link, and free shipping will be applied. So that's the deal. It's pretty awesome. Let's see. What other good questions? Tracy, that was a great question. Thank you so much for that question. And let's see. What is kefir? Rachel Dallaire asked me, what is kefir? Kefir is like a fermented milk product. It's kind of like a yogurt. It's really, really good, really rich in probiotics usually. What else? Ashley Wise asked me, what is my current body fat? It's interesting. I don't usually talk about like what my weight is, what my body fat percentage is, because those aren't numbers that I think it's useful to share with others, because I find that a lot of us tend to compare ourselves to other people. But you know, I have no problem sharing it. I actually recently just went to a doctor's appointment, and I have a really cool healthcare team. I see a naturopathic doctor and an MD who are in practice together. And if you have the opportunity to work with a naturopathic doctor or an integrative medicine doctor, someone who's really looking at all of the body systems and how they integrate together, that is a really phenomenal opportunity. And that's basically my healthcare team. Like I want Western medicine, Eastern medicine. I want the best of everything that I can get, because I'm a real believer in preventative healthcare. And it really starts with what you put in your mouth, what you put in your mind, and the way that you care for your vessel of awesomeness, like I was talking about before, of all of our cells in our body working this little factory to help us. So we are personally responsible for our healthcare, and we want to make sure that we are armed with as much knowledge as we can possibly be to make sure that we are doing the things for ourselves that help support our bodies so we don't get sick. But when we do, we want to make sure we go to the right place. So anyway, I'm just saying this is what I personally am doing, because you guys are hanging out in my kitchen and I just want to share. I see a naturopathic doctor and an MD together, and I just got all of my tests done, and I think my body fat percentage was somewhere around like 19 or 20%. It's pretty average for me. I fluctuate throughout the year. I'm 5 feet tall. For those of you guys who've never seen me in person, I'm fairly petite. I'm very compact, and I carry a good amount of muscle on my frame for my height. And a lot of why I do is because I do my consistent, regular workouts, and I eat my healthy whole foods and in balance, the nutrients. And I don't count my calories. I just really am aware of everything that's in my meal plans is basically exactly how I eat every day. And everything that I put out on my blog and in my workout programs is exactly how I train. So I started sharing that stuff early on because I realized how many people were looking for easy solutions for fitness, because we don't all have time to be in a gym for an hour every day, not to mention driving there, driving back, showering, all that stuff. If you have a busy work day, that's not always practical. So how can you make the most of your fitness and take really good care of your body with simple workouts that you can do absolutely anywhere in 15 minutes or less? And yes, I also do weight training. I do it 2-3 times a week tops, and there are plenty of times I take 8 to 12 week periods just doing body weight workouts. So one of the things that helps me stay motivated is actually cycling through different training styles. So I really like to mix up the way that I train, and that really keeps me interested, engaged, and it really does keep me motivated. So that's pretty much what I have to say about that. That was an interesting question, and I obviously went off on a tangent. I'm good like that, the whole team knows. Let's see, what other good questions that you have? Candy Wolf, you asked me, what is your take on dairy? I'm vegetarian but don't love most dairy. I hear that Greek yogurt is great for you, but think dairy grosses me out, LOL. So let's talk for a second about your body's wisdom and the intuition that you have about what foods aren't good for you or what you don't like. I think you should listen to that. There's a lot of truth in that. And I think that it's really important to notice when you're kind of in resistance to eating something. You don't have to eat dairy. I personally don't do well with dairy. And when I was at my naturopath and my doctor, they ran a bunch of tests on me recently, which I may have mentioned to you guys on another Facebook Live that I was going to go in for all these really cool tests because I felt like my energy was a little low. That's when I started doing that cool energy spectrum that we did together a little while ago. So we discovered that I got to see a lot of the trigger foods that irritate my gut. And dairy, I always knew, was one of them. Gluten and wheat products irritate my gut. I use them in moderation. I only use soaked, sprouted, or fermented wheat products when I use them, and I use them in a very limited amount. If I do eat dairy, I use a high quality processed whey, or I'll use yogurt. And the reason yogurt's kind of okay for me on occasion is because it's fermented. If you guys watched my Instagram story today, you would have seen the coconut probiotic yogurt, which is so epic. It's so delicious and it's so easy to make. If you go on my Instagram and you watch my Instagram story today, I posted links to you need like 2 ingredients for that. So I don't eat like regular Greek yogurt very often. It's fine if I eat it on occasion, but I really think that Candy, that you should listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. Your gut is one of your body's primary brains, right? So listen to your gut, and if you don't want to eat dairy, leave it out. Look for other alternative sources. You saw I used almond milk today in the smoothie, which is a great alternative to dairy. And if you just intuitively don't feel like including dairy, then don't do it. There's plenty of other ways to get good amounts of calcium in. We used a whole bunch of spinach today, lots of calcium and leafy greens. Really, really interesting stuff. So anyway, just wanted to share and answer your question, which was such a great question. Margit Bertalin asked me, hopefully I said your last name right, you asked me, how do you eat well on road trips? I think I touched on that a little bit about the travel, but there's a great travel blog. Coach Chelsea's gonna type it into the chat for you. I've got a great article about how you eat healthy traveling and order out at restaurants because I put all of my resources together in one place for you. I made a little video where I talked about that, but really it's packing snacks. One of my favorite things to pack as a snack, I'll show you, it's in my cupboard, because I actually travel quite a lot. I take my Organifi green juice with me. Here's like a little travel pack that I already have like ready to go. I like to get these baby food packets because you can get like, these slip in your purse. These are great to take with you if you have a busy meeting or a busy day. I'll take these little organic baby food packets with me, and you can get them with like sweet potatoes. There's all kinds. So that's a great little travel snack. Organifi, they're so awesome. They have a little green juice powder in like a single serve. And you guys saw that I had the red juice. This is their green juice powder. The green juice comes in like a little canister, and you can also get it in this cute little packet, which is fantastic for traveling. And I usually take like some of those approved protein bars. I'll make a little Ziploc bag with some of my protein powder in it, just like I'll do single servings myself, because I don't mind mixing my stuff up before I travel. So that's kind of my little answer for what I would take with me when I was traveling, my little survival kit. Let's see, what's some other good questions that you guys have? Chelsea, what time is it?
3:53.
All right, I got just one more time for one more question, and then I'm going to let you guys go. I don't want to keep you too long. I really appreciate your time and hanging out with me today. Thanks for coming on the broadcast. Amy Tremblay. Amy, it's nice to see you. I see you've asked me questions before. You're a regular here. I'm glad to see you. Fermented wheat products, where can these be found? It's not always easy to find fermented grain products. A lot of times you need to sprout, soak, or ferment your own grain products. And wheat or grains, and grains or wheat is just a grain, right? And gluten is one of the proteins that's found in wheat-based products. And it can be tough for our body to digest and break down, especially in large quantities when you're using it as a staple food and you're eating it every single day. It can be really irritating to the gut. Some people are more susceptible to this than others. And as the research has been going on, it seems like more and more people are than we realize. And anyway, fermented wheat products can't always easily be found. Sometimes you can order them. I would go on Amazon and look for fermented wheat if you want to. It's becoming more and more understood and well known that fermented grains are really ideal. If you think about it, I order and buy sprouted quinoa when I want to make quinoa. Quinoa, of course, is gluten-free. I also get germinated brown rice. I also made overnight oatmeal the other night, and there's a great recipe on my blog that shows you how to do this. You basically soak the oatmeal, the oats, overnight with a little bit of an acid solution like apple cider vinegar. Somebody mentioned apple cider vinegar on here for something else, which was super helpful. Thank you for that. Or you could use lemon juice or even yogurt if you're into yogurt. Something that will help break down some of the external coating of our seeds or our grains, because in nature, if you think about a grain or a seed, their job, they're trying to like protect themselves from being eaten. They want to get in the ground and grow, and so they've got these protective substances on their external bran coating that actually cause irritation and inflammation to our gut when we eat them unsoaked, unsprouted, and unfermented. If you're interested in reading more about that, Sally Fallon, who's this brilliant woman, wrote this great book called Nourishing Traditions with a doctor. She and this doctor wrote this book together, and it's full of like amazing recipes, and it talks a lot about fermented foods, about why, like a lot about the history of our bodies, how we evolved, and really goes in deep explaining like why certain things work the way they do, and looks at our bodies through time. I learned a lot from reading her book, and she is a part of the Weston A. Price Foundation, and the Weston A. Price Foundation also can give you a ton of great information about grains, legumes, nuts, all of the plants that have saponins or have those external coatings that are protecting them in nature from being eaten or from germinating too early. Plants need heat, warmth, and time in nature to sprout, to become plants. So their seeds often are, they have these protective coatings on them, which helps them not do that too early. So it's very useful to know this, because then you can take steps to make sure that you are protecting yourself from nutrients being stripped out of your body. And this is the problem, you eat like enriched wheat bread because the marketing around it is so good, and you think that wheat bread is supposed to be this whole grain and it's enriched and all this stuff, but actually it's really, really terrible for your stomach and your system when you eat it too often. A lot of these things gum up our guts and intestines, cause irritable bowel syndrome, cause all kinds of inflammation and issues that lower our energy, make us sicker, and don't actually give us the nutrition that we're looking for in the first place. So I definitely recommend reading as much as you can. Knowledge is power, and I want you to be empowered, which is why I keep writing articles like my Nutrition 101 series and talking about this stuff as much as I can. So thank you so much for allowing me to serve my purpose today and connect with you and share with you a little bit more about nutrition and the foods that I care about. I hope this was helpful. I really sincerely appreciate you. You make me like awesome. Like, you're the reason that I do what I do. So thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna finish drinking this amazing green smoothie. I'm getting ready for Rock Your Life class tonight, live streaming in about 1 hour. So get ready, guys. If you're looking for more information about Rock Your Life, you can go to thebettyrocker.com/coaching if you'd like to be a part of our Inner Circle tribe, participate in live classes, get access to workouts on demand, and enjoy the amazing support of all the Team Betty Rocker coaches, myself, and our amazing Rock Your Life members. I'd love to meet you, get to know you better, see you on a live call, talk to you in person, and all of that good stuff. So lots and lots of love from me here in San Diego, and thank you again so much for tuning in and being a part of this broadcast. I look forward to seeing you guys again really soon. Congratulations to our NutriBullet winners, and we look forward to sending you your new NutriBullet. Be sure to use the code thebettyrocker.com/NutriBullet to get a great discount and free shipping on a NutriBullet if you weren't one of the winners. We'd love to be able to at least extend a great discount to you. So again, lots of love. I'll see you again really soon, and bye YouTube. Great to see you.